Ladies and gentlemen, this is our headliner for tonight, because we're doing, like I said, we're doing the show a little bit differently. I'm doing the headliner, and then I'm also doing we're doing the Christmas special afterwards. So, headliner, this was one of the few guys that I saw, and I'm introducing Darwin Doobers.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? My name is Jack Baker, and I am the voice that introduces a new era of greatness. I am the man that has the privilege of announcing the arrival of the fastest rising star in all of comedy. He is a best-selling author. You can buy the book after the show. He is the offspring of awesome. He is the harbinger of hilarity. Crown Boy, make some noise for the one, the only Darwin Doobers!
Hey there, Chicagoland, Indiana, what's up? Woo! Chicagoland, Indiana, make some noise out there. How you doing? That's right, folks. Glad to be here. Glad to be the headliner at the beginning of the show. We'll ask backwards here in the old Crown Point, Indiana. But hey, everything is cool these days, I say. That's pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, happy holidays, right? You guys are doing this holidays? Heard about this thing, this Christmas? This Christmas, this gifts on your tree. Have you heard about this thing, this Christmas? I can hear about it. Heard about this Christmas? Got no beef with this Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Got no beef. Got doing a little qualm with a certain Christmas song. I don't know if you heard about this one, folks. This 12 Days of Christmas? How about out there? You heard about this 12 Days of Christmas? Turquoise sweater? I saw you out there. You heard about this one? Turquoise sweater? I'm talking to you. Please respond. Thank you. 12 Days of Christmas. Feel like it's a little bit of a waste of time, a little bit of a waste of breath, folks. First day of Christmas, my true love gives to me, right? Partridge in a pear tree. She gives me a bird. All right? All right, fair enough. Got me a bird. We like birds. We got any avian aficionados out there? Lovers of the winged beast? Second day of Christmas, more birds. All right? True love, I get it. You want to give me birds, right? Right? Guess what, Crown Point, Indiana? Third day of Christmas, 3 more birds. At this point in time, you got to figure that either the true love totally misread this guy's Christmas list, or he's just really into birds, right? Fourth day, birds. Fifth day, 5 golden rings, all right? Let's change it up. Got a little classy, right? Probably all these ladies probably want some golden rings. Fella, buy your lady. I hope that's your lady. If it's not, it's really crowded in here, isn't it? No bit? You just meet because of the show? Now, yeah, just met. Bro, that's great. Crown Point, Indiana, where love happens, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the Zodiac Lounge, 5th day, 5 golden rings. Oh, but guess what? 6th day, back to birds. 6 geese and laying, 7th day birds. We get it. It was an inside joke one Christmas. We don't need any more birds. I have enough birds to last me for like 12 days of Christmas. We don't need any more, right? Then we change it up 8 days and 9 days, right? We got maids and milking, ladies dancing. All right, true love, little kinky, bringing the maids and the ladies into the bedroom. Maids and milking, you can decide what that means. Love it. They get 10 dudes jumping. That's a weird crew. Like, I don't know if they're a step team. Like maybe they're just a really loads of leaping, right? That's weird, right? And we rounded it all off with 11 pipers piping and 12 drummers drumming. So we got some music going on, right? I feel like we could condense that. We could save ourselves the trouble and just sing the song, "On Christmas Day, my true love gave to me 23 birds and all the components for a rave." Darwin Doobers! Darwin And you're from Irrelevant, Crown Point, Doobers Swooner territory, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Love the holidays. Love it. You guys are crazy good. It's amazing. I love the holidays because my friends come home. Anyone got friends coming home for the holidays? Clap it up if you got friends. I hope you have friends. It'd be kind of weird if you were at a social event and had no friends. Got some friends. I have a friend coming home. Anyone here do this thing growing up? You gave nicknames to each other? Anyone give it a nickname? Anyone got a really cool nickname that they got from their childhood? Anyone got a cool nickname? Nicknames? No nicknames. You got a nickname. What was your nickname growing up? Did you say Naba?
No, the Mexican word for nothing. Nada.
Nada? Your nickname was Nada. Your friend sucked. Oh, I meant friend nicknames, not mean bullies who are just like, you're nothing, but we're going to say it in Spanish. Maybe she won't understand it. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about nicknames, good nicknames, and we got good nicknames from friends, not enemies. I don't want to hear any like, oh, you call me fuckface. No, that's not a nickname that we carry on. Unless you're really good at sex, then I guess maybe you'll be fuckface, and that's what you want to... No sluts in Crown Point. You have one? You were called fuckface? Is that why you raised it? No, I'm sorry. You're so golden. I didn't. What was your nickname growing up as a kid? D-Dome? D-Doe. What is your name like? What's your name like? Deandra?
Melody Joe.
That doesn't make any sense to me. The Doobs is a little confused. Not gonna make a fuss. We gave each other nicknames growing up. My friend Tony was Ace, you know, like tennis, like Ace, like, yeah, I don't play tennis either, no big deal. Then my friend Brian, big dude, we called him the Juggernaut, right? Big dude, Juggernaut, made sense. My friend Jeremy, Max Attitude. What? We all wanted to draw straws for that nickname, right? That's like 1970s, like, crime drama nickname, like Max Attitude to save the day, right, Mistletoe? Right on. And then we have one for Marmo Pfeiffer. We nicknamed him Marmalade. I know what you're thinking. Not the best nickname on account of the fact that nicknames are supposed to shorten the actual name you're giving them. In fact, we added letters to Marmal's name. Added the letters, no big deal. Nathan Gibson, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Gibson on the camera. Love it. Love these fellas. These fellas are great. And my nickname, I wanted to have something that was edgy, right? But also applied to my name. Now, I'm Darwin Doobers, as all of you have announced. My picture is there. I just noticed it. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's there. Middle name, guys, is David. Darwin David Doobers, if you can believe it or not. So, of course, I changed my nickname to 3D. Yeah? Because it's edgy and in your face. 3D, right, folks? You had a cool catchphrase when it came to yearbook time. You guys remember this thing, this yearbook time? This signing things on your friends' and classmates' books? Right? I had this cool thing where I said, prepare to have your mind blown by 3D. Also have a good summer, right? Because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted something that was memorable and quirky. You're laughing, you get it. Because you also wanted to wish your classmates a good summer. Just in case some of them died and you weren't there the next year. They had that, that's okay, it's Christmas. Nobody dies on Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. But unbeknownst to me, ladies and gentlemen, Doobers Swooners here in Crown Point, Indiana, unbeknownst to me, the local bully chapter, probably the same ones that called you Nada, miss, local bully chapter came up to all of my yearbooks, and they crossed out the word mind and prepared to have your mind blown by 3D, and they wrote in the word penis. Believe it or not. So now all my yearbooks said, prepare to have your penis blown by 3D. Also, have a good summer. Well, the moral of that story, folks, is expulsion from school for blowjob solicitation. I know what you're thinking. That's not a thing. It is. Happened. Deal with it. But ladies and gentlemen, here in Crown Point, those bullies, they got what they deserve. They grew up and became the band Nickelback. I was worried, because I do shows in some towns, big Nickelback fans don't like the joke. You guys love it, though. Of course you do, because you're swooning for me, the Doobs, Darwin Doobers, Dido about Melody James, right? Melody? Melody Joe. I'm going to ask you later, after the actual show happens. Normally it'd be the end of the show when I wrap this up, but Keith is a little headline at the beginning. All right, that makes sense. It's like a weird movie, like that movie Memento, where we start with the end at the beginning. That's happening. I just feel bad for the other guys coming up here because they're going to put on a hell of a holiday show, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm pretty much the best. I don't know. Big time deal in Chicago. I am a award-winning author. We'll be selling my books, Last Lives and Lemonade, Doobers' Approach to Stand-Up Comedy, at the end of this show. So if you know somebody that wants to be a stand-up, it's a blatant plug, buy my book. No big deal. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. What's with this protest to keep the Christ in Christmas? You hear this thing, folks? The Christ in Christmas? Keep the Christ. I think that's a no-brainer, right? Because if you take Christ out of Christmas, you're just gonna get Moss, right? Happy Moss, right, ladies and gentlemen? Merry Moss, right? That's just weird because Moss sounds too much like Mass, and then they're making it a religious holiday. So yeah, mistletoe, let's keep the Christ in Christmas. That's all I'm saying about that. That was a new holiday joke on account of the fact that Keith had sent me a text earlier this month saying, please write holiday jokes. Because I don't do a lot of the holiday jokes, feel like it's pandering, but I will do them for you tonight because you guys are probably pretty much the best. Not gonna lie, I like you, I like you, I like you, all of you. Love the fact that you guys made romance happen at a comedy show. It's pretty much the best. We got this Marmalade Pfeiffer. I was talking about him, right? Marmalade Pfeiffer, great fella, great dude. Not gonna lie, but a little weird. We gave each other nicknames, right? But what's the second thing you do when you have a close-knit group of friends growing up, right? What's the next thing you do after you give each other nicknames? Who here grew up with a close-knit group of friends, right? And what do you do after you give each other nicknames? You do what as a close group of friends? What do you do, Nathan? No, you form a rock band! Right? Everyone here, of course, formed a rock band. And we formed a rock band. We all pretty great. Marmalade, though, would never play his musical instrument, right? It was weird. Like, we'd go up there on stage, we'd do our thing, and he'd just stand there and kind of nod his head. He was really cool. He had a really cool nod. But he never played his musical instrument. It was a little confusing, right? He did a lot of other things. He did this thing, fishing. You guys ever hear about this thing, this fishing? Any fishing enthusiasts out here? Yeah, exactly. That's my point. But there's that saying about fishing, right? It's what is it? It's teach a man or give a man a fish, right? He'll eat for a day. You know it. Say it with me. But teach a man to fish.
He'll eat for a lifetime.
Hell yeah, he will. He will eat for a lifetime, or so they say. But they, ladies and gentlemen, whoever they are, wrong. I don't know if any of you tried to go fishing, but the first thing you have to do is learn about the different lures, right? The lures, the things that attract the fish, the different rods and reels, right? That takes some knowledge, takes some research at your local library. Reading, who has time to do that anymore, right? Gotta research that. Then you gotta go to where the fish are actually at, folks. And how do you get to fish? How do you get to where the fish are at? Say that again? A boat. You gotta go. So you gotta get on a boat, which means you need your boating license. Anyone here have a boating license? Yeah? Couple out there? How long did it take you, sir? Not long? Okay, that ruins part of that joke. No big deal. For the sake of my inability to research how long it actually takes to get a boating license, I assumed it took about 3 to 6 months. Guess I was wrong. Thanks, douchebag. Just kidding, I love him. I don't know who he is, but I love him. So you have to learn how to get a boating license. You got to get the boating license. Then you have to go out and go fishing. And if any of you have been fishing, as I have been with my Grandpa Fitzgerald Doobers, you learn that fishing entails hours and hours of sitting on a boat, 0 hours of catching fish, only for Grandpa Fitzgerald to pull you to the side and say, it wasn't so much about catching the fish as it was the bonding experience, right? The 7-hour of bonding in which Grandpa Fitzgerald Doobers just complains about everything that's wrong in society, which, guess what, to him is everything. Everything is wrong in society. So, folks, I make a protest, a movement, folks, here tonight at Crown Point. Let's start the momentum going. I want to change that slogan, that phrase, to give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but teach a man a fish, he'll probably starve to death. On account of the fact of how long it took for him to learn how to fish, right? That's a good one. The Marmalade Pfeiffer, folks, that's what we're talking about. Happy holidays to Marmalade. He's not here, but I'm going to pretend he's out there. One of you out there pretend to be Marmalade, just so I can say Merry Christmas to you. He's back in town. Marmalade would not play his musical instrument, folks. Would not play it. And every time we'd have battle of the bands. We'd have, garage parties. Would not play his instrument. Would absolutely not, ladies and gentlemen. Well, finally came to a tipping point. You're like, I'm on edge. Where's the story going? I'll tell you. I will tell you where the story is going. Reached a boiling point when we got to when Jeremy got married. First of the group to get married. All he wanted, other than the blessed love of his wife, was for our band to play at his wedding, right? But Marmalade Pfeiffer, old Marmalade, still refused to play. And finally, folks, Jeremy flipped the script, as they say, went up to Marmalade, looked him dead in his eyes and said, Marmalade, jam!
Darwin Doobers.
Not yet, Jack Attack, not yet. And that's when we realized, Crown Point, you can't have Marmalade jam. Now, Jack Attack!
Darwin Doobers. Darwin Doobers.
I'll take the applause.
Darwin
Keep it going.
Doobers.
I'll wait.
Darwin Doobers.
I'm going to do it on time, Keith. I'm good. All right, let's keep the jokes rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, I said I wasn't going to do this because I didn't want to embarrass my protege. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Attack Baker in the back. Give him a hand. He's been coming out with me, giving me the proper introduction that I deserve. Didn't want to embarrass him, but we were talking, and we noticed mistletoe up front here. Right, mistletoe? Are you seeing anyone? Oh, this is going to be really weird, Jack Baker, but we're going to do it anyway. Jack Attack in the back noticed that by you sitting in the front row with your mistletoe headband, all the performers here tonight are exactly crotch level to you. I don't know if that's how you got your current boyfriend, but good job. Sorry, Jack, I tried. Jack's got a group going called the Baker's Dozens, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to be a part of that or the Doobers Swoon or see us after the show, another blatant plug. Won't do that anymore. Actually, I will one more time before my set is over. Hopefully you can help me out. Not a big deal. Not going to make a fuss. Going to keep it moving. Ladies and gentlemen, the Offspring of Awesome. I talked about Marmalade, talked about friends, talked about the holidays. I want to talk about this, folks. A lot of people get drunk over the holidays. Anyone here a big drinker over the holidays? Can't stand those relatives, right? I have a couple of woos. You look like you're 14. How are you a drinker? Sorry, no, you're right, because that would make you a pedophile. Sorry, whoops! Not, hey, out there, you can't see them, but they're lovely. They're a lovely couple. Oh. Party foul. Anyway, what were we talking about? Thought that at a bigger court. This is nuts. Christmas special, guys. If this is happening now, I don't know what's going to happen. I like that you're laughing. Sorry, I don't mean to insult anybody. You guys are great. You're all like 37, right? Yeah, all right, perfect. They're 37, not pedophiles. Let's move it on. Let's talk about drinking. I heard a woo. Who would you? Anyone else big-time drinkers over the holidays? In the back? Nada? How you doing? You feel it? Do we bring up a lot of childhood memories? I'm sorry if you're sad. You're very sad? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, Nada's a little sad, and I think because it's a holiday special, we need to cheer Nada up and change her from nada to the Spanish word for something. What is the Spanish word for something? Huh? Algo. You'll come up. You also come up. You two. Nada, come up here. Come here. Come on. Nada? Nada, come on. We gotta cheer you up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's go ahead and say Merry Christmas, Nada. But you're not Nada, you're actually... This is the worst stage for my movement abilities, folks. Sorry about that. One more time. Merry Christmas, Nada. But you're not Nada, you're... Shut it really loud. You're not actually Nada, you're... Say what she said. Yeah. You feeling better? Perfect. I love it. Drinking. Ladies and gentlemen, when people drink, they like to fight. You got any fighters? Why are all the girls responding? The guys are like, I will not participate. I always expect the guys, but it's actually the girls. You are a baller in the back. Don't scuff with her. Where were you all those years when they were making fun of Nada? Ah, too bad. So sorry. Cry, cry. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not like to fight because I don't know if you've noticed yet, but my physique doesn't I'm not exactly an intimidating specimen, am I? The old Doobs might be the offspring of awesome, but not as much of a baller as that lady in the back. But ladies and gentlemen, I got into one fight one time. Not gonna lie, it went bad. I did this thing where some guy was threatening me, right? You ever been threatened by a fella, sir? All the time. Okay. Got threatened by a fella, and I immediately said to him, "Sir, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself." Have you heard this slogan, this phrase, this wording that is supposed to throw off enemies? This check yourself before you wreck yourself? And he continued to beat the shit out of me, ladies and gentlemen. Because what I hadn't done was he had indeed, in fact, checked himself, and therefore did not wreck himself, right? But what I had failed to do was check if he, in fact, checked himself, and therefore I wrecked my self-esteem. That's wordplay for you, Crown Point. Wordplay for you. I'm not going to lie. Pretty good. Talked about marmalade. Talked about the drinking. Going to go ahead and do this one, folks. Who here is tired of commercials? You guys see these commercials? Yeah? I don't get these commercials. I don't understand them. There's one in particular. You guys hear about this product, the SpaghettiOs? Anyone here eat SpaghettiOs? God help you if you have, but has anyone ever out there? Sorry, I broke the camera, but have you eaten SpaghettiOs out there? Turquoise sweater, red sweater. How about that couple that was kind of cutely, cozily, and up to each other at the half bar thing? You guys still there? I don't know if you're there. There's a group in the back. They probably can't even see me though. Have you guys eaten SpaghettiOs? No? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand SpaghettiOs. It's an edible product. Who here knows? Yes, explain it to the blonde. It's on the TV on the outside. I love you, dear. Green sweater for the win. Merry Christmas, green sweater. Green sweater. Ladies and gentlemen, SpaghettiOs has the most odd and inappropriate jingle in all of the history of edible products. Who knows the jingle for SpaghettiOs? Anyone hear this thing? Yeah. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at the Zodiac Lounge. It's a food that we're supposed to eat, but your selling jingle is uh-oh, the same noise we make when our adolescent children poop themselves unexpectedly. Right? Every other food, like McDonald's, folks, not good for you, but I'm loving it, right? Okay, I'm loving McDonald's. That is encouraging. That encourages me, right? What about this, the new one, KFC? So S-O-G-O-O-D, good, folks, right? So good. They say it and they spell it out for you in case you can't understand words. So good is this KFC. Arby's, good mood food? Don't agree, but it's at least inspiring me to maybe go to my Arby's and buy a beef and cheddar. Even the egg, ladies and gentlemen, the egg, you know that white oval thing that we eat at Easter time? The egg is the incredible edible egg, if you can believe it or not. It's a little biased. It's not necessarily incredible. I don't think I'd be like, you know what, that egg, top notch. No, but it is edible, right? We can agree, Crown Point, it's edible. But SpaghettiOs shows, uh-oh. And I came to the conclusion, folks, after much painstaking research and analysis, that SpaghettiOs marketing researchers must have tasted the product, then after 3 days of diarrhea, came back to the table and said, you know what? For this product, let's go with honesty is the best policy, ladies and gentlemen. Not a lot of SpaghettiO eaters here, obviously because you're still alive and at a comedy show. Good for you. Good for you. But yeah, this TV stuff, it's going crazy. I'm going to try this one out for you guys. It may not work. I feel the crowd out. But there's another commercial that I particularly don't like. It's blatant lying. It's lying to you folks. I don't know if you've seen this commercial. This commercial for Midas, ladies and gentlemen. This commercial for Midas tells me, and I quote, trust the Midas touch. All right? A couple days ago, my POS 1994 Ford Escort broke down, right? Anyone here drive a Ford Escort? Don't. Oh, see me after the show, we'll compare notes. Took my POS car into this Midas place, under the guise, the illusion, the idea, as it were, my Doobers sweaters, that I could in fact trust the Midas touch, right? 3 days later, Alex from Midas gives my phone an old ring-a-ding-ding, right? And he tells me my car is as good as new. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you guys. We got any Greek mythology majors out there? Anyone here familiar with Greek mythology? King Midas, folks. The Midas touch. When you touch things, they turn to solid gold, right? So I did not expect a phone call to say my car was working as good as new, Doober Swinners. I expected a phone call to say, hey buddy, we turned your car into solid gold. And therefore you can sell it for much more than it's actually worth, which right now is about $50. It's terrible. Don't trust it, folks. All right, we got about... You're nodding your head. You know about King Midas? Yeah, all right, that's cool. You and King Midas go back? You guys are drinking buddies? King Midas. That also sucked. He'd be like, give me a beer, King Midas. I can't drink it because it's gold, right? Oh, fuck my life, right? When you're friends with King Midas. It's terrible. All right, folks, I don't know at all where the lights are coming from. You seem to be having a great time. We having a great time? I think so. We got a hell of a holiday show going for you. Evans from the heavens, how am I doing? Nathan Gibson, how am I doing? Anybody that produces this show that has half a brain to tell me where my light's coming from. What are we doing? Because I'll do an hour. I'll keep going. I'll love this train. I will sing Christmas carols for everybody, right? All right, we're not doing that. We're reaching my bag of tricks, ladies and gentlemen. I got a new one about this one, folks. We'll talk about this. And I'm probably going to wrap it up on this one. I don't know about if you've heard about this guy. Have you heard about Sean McDonald, ladies and gentlemen? Have you heard about this guy? You might know him as Old McDonald. Have you heard about this guy, this Old McDonald? Yeah? Yeah. Apparently he had a farm, ladies and gentlemen, if you can believe it or not. This Old McDonald had a farm. Yeah, exactly. You're getting to my point. But ladies and gentlemen, the keyword there is had. Old McDonald had a farm. He doesn't have it anymore on account of the fact that there was too much E-I-E-I-O-ing and not enough growing fresh produce, right? Old McDonald grew a little crazy in his old age, if you can believe it or not. A little crazy. Had to pass it down to his son, Young McDonald, right? Young Dirk McDonald, right? Now he has a farm. You know what Young McDonald doesn't have, ladies and gentlemen? Any sense of business acumen, right? Doesn't know how to grow a farm, but that's what happens when you're rushed out of high school and you have to be the caretaker of a barn, right? Have you ever tried that? It's tough. This barn growing is tough, right? Old McDonald has a farm, gives it down to his son, Young McDonald. Young McDonald now has a farm. You know what else he has? A growing amount of debt. On that farm, he has about half the livestock he used to have, because he had to sell half of it to keep the barn constructed, right? It's crazy. What I'm trying to say is this economy, folks, this economy is tough. Who here is being affected by the economy? Anyone being affected by the economy? Economy is tough, folks. Don't know if you know this, but it's hurting us stand-up comedians. It's making the knock-knock joke obsolete, this economy, this tough economy, this crumbling economy, folks. Making the knock-knock jokes obsolete. Knock-knock. No one's going to answer because the house is foreclosed. Right? Girl? Are you single? No. None of them are single, Jack Attack. I don't know. Not going to find a baker's dozen here tonight. Maybe Dido. Maybe Dido's on loan. Right next to you? Is that your husband? Yeah? Yeah. Probably, never mind. He looks like a lumberjack. He'll probably kill you. Don't know. He's a grizzled veteran. It's like man versus wild over here, right? With Dido. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the economy is tough, but I think I can fix it. If you bear with me, I'm going to give you the answer to all of your economic and financial woes. Have you heard this phrase? What's it thought? It's a penny for your thoughts. Have you heard this phrase, folks? Yeah. Penny for your thoughts. Thank you. Right. So anytime you hear that thought, that phrase, penny for your thoughts, when somebody comes up to you and asks you what you're thinking about, do one of these. Say, fork it over, right? Because then you got a penny, right? And you're like, I know what you're thinking, mistletoe. You're thinking, penny, small, right? I get it. Not a big deal. Not going to make a fuss. But then there's another one, right? Have you heard this phrase, the saying, just my 2 cents on the situation, right? When someone gives you their advice without you asking for it. So once again, when somebody comes up and says, hey, just my 2 cents, again, hand extended, fingers curled inward, right? Fork it over. So you have 1 penny, you have 2 pennies, right? The ebbing exchange and flow of pennies increases tenfold, right? You're bouncing back pennies back and forth, back and forth. All I'm saying, Crown Point, Indiana, is at least with 1 cent and 2 cents being passed around, at least when we're talking about the economy, at least we're all making a lot more sense. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been me, you have been you, and together we are forever. Happy holidays. Bring it up. I don't even know who's hosting this. I'm not sure they know who's hosting this. It's going to be a blast, folks. Have a great night. I'm Darwin Doobers. Buy the book, buy the shirt. Love you all. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up again for Darwin Doobers, the comedian of comedians. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys feeling right now? Good? Are you getting drunk? Because you guys need to catch the fuck up. Like, seriously, you know how I do. You know how I do. After intermission, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. I might say the word nigger. It might happen. I can't. Really? Oh, really? Like, because you guys can't get mad about it. Like, really? Like, you can't have a shitty face about it. Like, calm down. Like, really? Oh, we're so shitty. Like, we're all in the NAACP. Calm down. Relax.